Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Uh, what can I say? Doing another video. I've done, what, 4 or 5 wrestling videos now. I think I'll move into something else. Again, I wanted to do Yu-Gi-Oh today, but I don't know. You know what? Why not? Let's just do it and get out of the way. So I'm going to talk about what I see as the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh. My qualifications are I was at the first Shonen Jump Championship in Anaheim, California. I've been to 5 World Championship qualifiers here in the United States. Uh, I think the closest I got for qualifying for the World Championships was top 8 at my first World Championship qualifier. Never been close since. As much as I love the game, my skills diminish a lot. You know, um, I've been to multiple regionals. God, probably over 150 by now. I've kind of been out of the game for about 3 years or so. Life happens. I've tried to keep up with the new cards and new rulings and all that. At one point, I almost didn't think I was going to come back because of, this is before Master Rule 5 came out. Where they had that link zone where anything out of the extra deck has to go there now. And I didn't quite care for that too much. So I was kind of thinking, maybe it won't come back. But, Master Rule 5 came out. A lot of old decks I used to play are now very viable, I'm not a super competitive player anymore. See, what was my last competitive deck? I think was maybe Quillports, when those were a thing. I was running a Towers Turbo version of Quillports, which I really liked. But, they limited a bunch of cards, At one point it was down to 1 Scout, 1 Sacrifice, I could run it, but it wasn't as fun for me anymore. I played Goat Control when that came out. I played Chaos Control, or I like to call it Controlled Chaos. Back in the day, Yatagarasu and Blackluster Soldier, all kinds of fun stuff. Before, certain cards just got banned and we'll probably never see in a competitive tournament again. As I see it right now, because of this quarantine we're all under, no tournaments are going on, but there's a lot of online tournaments, people get to play test decks, more than normal. And a couple of decks have come out that have been really interesting. Emancipators are one that really came out of nowhere. I didn't think that deck was anything. I thought maybe it'd be fun to play, but man, I've watched some tournaments like the Crush Card tournament that Simo did. Watched every single one of his videos with the tournament, and yeah, Emancipators, it's pretty ruthless. I did not see that coming out like that. A couple of decks I thought would have been good, like the Invokes. They were good initially, but with all this new online play, people are throwing out all kinds of decks right now. I'm gonna screw this deck's name up, and I'm sorry for it. The Ulrichs, I believe. I'm bad at pronouncing it. Yeah, I can barely talk, people. But yeah, that deck's another one of those decks that is just ruthless. There were many a matchup where there was Ulrichs or Ulrichs or whatever it's called versus Emancipators or where they be mirror matches. Those decks just go off. You know, I'm I'm maybe back in the day when I was running highly competitive decks, I'd want to run something like that because they do look very ruthless. But I'm kind of going with the Orcrists right now. I'm trying to slowly build those. It doesn't, it's not going to be super powerful or anything. It just looks kind of fun to me. I'm also building up my old scrap deck, scrap dragons and all that kinds of fun stuff. My local area, I was kind of known for my scrap decks around here. You know, it was fun then. But also, I'm going to bring back my Towers Turbo deck. I got a couple ideas. I'm going to run something that I ran a long time. I mean, this is back. Oh man, this idea of a deck I had is way back. I think Labyrinth of Nightmare was a series that came out just before I built this deck. That's the one with the secret rare Gemini Elves. It's something I called the Red Line Express. It'd be a lot different, but it pretty much what it was is I take a bunch of damage, throw out a Jinzo 7, play Megamorph, redline it a couple of times, and go for the OTK. Back then, it was very easy to do. Almost impossible to do that with those cards in this day, especially since Megamorph is gone. Redline, which is limited removal, is up at 3 again, so might do something with that with Towers Turbo. Yeah, I know it won't affect towers, but still, I got enough other machines in there that it could have some fun with. Oh, but yeah. I want to start playing again here eventually, I hope. When I get my decks done, obviously there's going to be a lot of filler cards because I can't exactly afford the expensive stuff anymore. But, I'm going to build some budget decks, build some semi-budget decks, something that may have 1 or 2 expensive cards in it or something. But yeah, I'll maybe post those on this page when I get something done. I'm in the very early stages of building those decks. I think I got almost all of the Quillport stuff. I don't have the extra deck yet. I haven't decided on sides either, so. Orcists, I've got a couple of cards, but not a lot. And then that'll be it. See you guys later.